I look into it further, then yes, sir, I probably will have to arrest you. Okay.
For what?
Really?
For what crime?
Failure to identify, and I would have to book you in.
A failure to identify is a secondary charge. You got to have a primary
charge. I would have
charge.
to book you in as a John Doe.
Primary charge.
Identified.
Primary charge. What's up, y'all? Getting stopped by Walker PD. See what he's got to say to us. I wasn't speeding or nothing. I know all my lights are working on the truck. And let's see what he's got to say. Or she.
Uh-oh.
Come on, ain't got all night. What do you want?
Oh, Lordy. We done got pulled over by Walker PD, guys.
Of course, we got Michelle's Mobile Media with us.
Hey!
And Crystal Clear Transparency with us as well tonight. Come on!
We gotta stop this.
Let's see what kind of dumb crap they want to say.
How you doing?
Good, about yourself?
All right. The reason why I'm pulling you over, man, when I came out a minute ago,
yeah.
I looked up, the light light didn't appear to be illuminated, so when I pulled out, and as soon as I got behind her, I pulled into the feed store, and when I passed you up, it was like you waited and pulled back out.
I was seeing what you're doing.
Yeah, we were gonna come see you.
Y'all coming to see me?
Coming to see you.
Okay.
See what you're doing.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's working though, because I know all my lights work on this truck.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't appear to be illuminated.
It didn't appear to be.
No.
So this is an illegal stop.
Not at all.
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Bayon.
Bayon?
Bayon?
And so you
Badge number?
You have your driver's license on you?
What do I need to get my driver's license for?
Because right now this is an investigative stop.
But what law did I break?
What'd you pull him over for?
What law did I break? But it's illuminated, right? You can't just stop people when you want. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Sir, I do not care about anything.
You don't know who I am then.
You
See,
just
you done screwed up right now. If you don't have to get my ID because I committed I didn't break no law.
I'm gonna get your ID because when I asked,
you're gonna have to take me to jail then.
Number two, because I told you it was suspicious activity. What happened? So that's why I started
you were messing up you're messing up so bad right now. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. No.
So do you have
Is suspicious activity a misdemeanor or a felony?
It gives me reason to stop someone.
Right. But what law did I break?
Do you have a driver's license?
I have a driver's license, yes.
Of course he does.
Of course I do.
You need a lawful reason to pull him over.
You have to have a reason to pull me over.
You need a lawful reason.
A lawful reason.
I have a probable cause to pull you over.
Let me see. Get your supervisor. Get your supervisor out here. Okay. Let me speak to your supervisor. Go and tell him to come on over.
Okay. You better get your supervisor.
You better get your supervisor because you're about to mess up real super bad right now. There we go. I'm fixing to go to jail.
Are you live?
Huh?
Are you live?
No.
You need to cut it and go live. Yep. One of you need to be live. Cut it and go live, baby. Try to do it wisely, because I don't have.
And you got 15 minutes. You got about 8 left. Come on. Tick, tick. Like I said, this is Walker PD, y'all. I'm about to mess up right here.
Uh-oh. Coming for you.
Are you getting educated? You're getting educated, right? Or is your supervisor going to mess up too? You should come back and just say you're free to go.
Yep. Should I stay or should I go now?
Hey, tick tick.
Sir, you can hold on tight for a second.
Uh-oh.
This is an unlawful stop.
It's not.
You need to learn the law. You have no idea who you just stopped. Yes, sir. That's right. It better be sir, servant. It better be sir, servant. Public servant.
Oh, shit. They don't like being told what they are.
I'm here to educate you. They won't even know.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You want to speak to me?
Yes, sir. Come on. What's your name? Can I see you? Can you come up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Can you please come over here?
Come this way.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Come see.
Come see?
Yeah. You want to speak to me, right?
What's your name?
Corporal
Dylan. You got a badge number?
20.
20? Yeah, because Gregory was 21, and he's no longer with y'all's department for certain reasons. Why don't you come over here?
What is the problem?
I'll talk to you. You're welcome to record. Just come see me.
Yeah, of course we are.
So are you ordering me out of the truck?
I'm asking you to come here.
You're asking me to come over there. Watch this. Let's go talk to these coppers right over here.
Alright, but what's the problem?
It's an illegal stop.
Okay. How so?
Because he says that he thought my plate was illuminated, which clearly my plate is illuminated on both sides. And then he says I was being suspicious. Suspicious is not a crime. Suspicion is no reason to give up. In Louisiana, the only way you have to give up your ID is if you committed a crime, about to commit a crime, or have about to commit a crime. Those are the three things for the statute for failure to ID. Failure to ID is a secondary charge, but he's got to have a primary charge. There is no primary charge. So suspicion is not a crime. You can't just pull people over and say, well, you're in a suspicious area, or you're in a suspicious neighborhood, or you're in a drug area. You can't just stop people and get their ID for no reason whatsoever.
So what is your name?
Huh?
What is your name?
Y'all know who I am.
I don't know who you are, buddy. I've never seen you before.
Do you know what I'm doing here with the cameras and all that?
I have not a clue.
You have not a clue? I do a thing called cop watching and First Amendment audits.
Oh, okay.
Now, do you know what I'm doing? Now, do you think I know what I'm talking about or don't know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, buddy, you
I know the law better than both of y'all, I guarantee it.
I wouldn't go that far with it, buddy, but I'm willing to talk to you about whatever you want to talk about.
I'm not going to ID for one because there is no suspicion of a crime going on. He says suspicious because I pulled in the parking lot. That's that. But okay, but what suspicion of what crime? Suspicion of what crime?
Hold on. You wanted to speak to me? I'm speaking
Okay.
to you, okay?
I just want to know suspicion of what crime, and that's the three statutes in Louisiana.
I believe that he explained it to you.
Suspicion is not a crime.
I believe that there was some more involved in it than that, right?
Okay.
So what I am asking of you, right, is
Mhm.
to let him conduct his stop, right? And at the conclusion of his stop, you and I can speak again, right? But we're not going to prolong the stop.
That's right. Y'all can't. Y'all have 15 minutes, and y'all only got about 5 minutes left.
We're not going to prolong the stop, right? So that
But I'm also not going to give up my ID. Y'all are fixing to take me to jail because I committed no crime. There will be a lawsuit filed against y'all.
Nobody said you went to jail, buddy. All I asked you to do was to let him finish his stuff, right?
But his next step was to get my ID.
Okay. All right. Let him finish what he is going to do,
Mhm.
right? And at the conclusion of that, right, if you wish to speak to me further, or you feel that you have been wrong, I will gladly speak to you.
I'm telling you, I've been wronged already.
Hold on. I'll let you speak. Hold on.
Okay.
Right? If you feel that you have been wrong, right, I will gladly speak to you. I will gladly discuss the IA pursuit.
I've already filled out complaint forms on Gregory when he was here.
On who?
Gregory,
Well, he's
W31. Huh?
He's no longer here.
I know, but you're asking who I filed complaints on. I already filed complaints on him.
I wasn't a part of that.
Trust me, I know y'all's procedures and policies. Just like 71, y'all are supposed to identify when somebody asks y'all. Y'all's policy number 71.
I told you who I was, right?
I know, yeah.
I asked you who you were out of common decency of knowing who I was speaking to. That's all.
Right, but my Fourth Amendment gives me the right to my secure, my papers, persons, and effects. And the only way that y'all can see, you look confused. The only way y'all can get my
I'm not
ID.
confused at all.
Okay, so you've heard of the Fourth Amendment. Can you tell me what the First Amendment is?
The right to freedom of speech.
What are the other four?
The other
the other 4 elements of the First Amendment.
To do. If you want to film
That's
me
what you
and
swore an
quote
oath
me,
to.
Listen to me. If you want to film me and
Don't approach me.
Stop that. Stop.
Don't approach
We're
me.
not doing that for the glorious views of YouTube.
So you do know what I'm doing.
So you just told me what you do.
Okay.
So you obviously post it to where?
But what makes you think that you can get in my space when I didn't?
What we're going to do is he's going to finish his business, right? And if you want to discuss case law, amendments, anything else outside of that,
okay,
we will gladly do it as soon as he's done.
Okay. So, what do you need to finish your stop?
I would like to identify. I would like to have a driver's license.
Okay.
Because even though, like you just said, if I have reasonable suspicion to make a stop, I can make a stop. You avoid. In our job work, people avoid us all the time who are involved in criminal activity. You avoided me. As y'all said a minute ago, I gave you all the time to talk. As y'all said a minute ago, y'all avoided me because y'all going to come back to talk to me. I did not know that. So it seemed like you were avoiding me to avoid being stopped either A, for criminal activity, or B, like that. So now, as I said, a suspicion.
Of what crime?
It was suspicious activity. I didn't say a crime. So in a traffic stop, I have right to identify.
No. The only way you can get ID in all 50 states is if somebody is about to commit a crime, have committed a crime, or is about to commit a crime. What's your singular artillery or singular
can you step back toward the car,
fact?
please, and record?
What's your single fact to believe that I'm committing a crime?
I got a question for you. Since we're having a dialogue now, can you tell her please to back towards the truck to record?
She's a free human being.
In the middle of the thing right here with me, it's 2-on-1.
She's filming.
So, and
she's just documenting.
I didn't say so. I said back to the back of the truck to record.
But that's unlawful directives.
No, she's right in the middle of me.
No, she's not.
Which is right in the middle of me having an investigation with you. I would like for her to back up over there. That's it.
She doesn't have to. See.
I don't trust people. No, ma'am. I don't know you, and I don't know that.
But
so I would ask for you to back up.
But see, look, y'all don't know the law. See, this is the problem. Failure to identify is a secondary charge.
Question. Ask right now. Ask you for your ID. You failure to produce it. Right now. So right now, it could be any number of reasons why you wanted to avoid me. So I don't know that. So are you failing to identify right now?
We wanted to avoid you?
It's not a failure to ID.
I'm just asking you a question.
It's
yes
not.
no?
It's not. And I'm answering you. It's not a failure to ID. Failure to ID is a secondary charge.
I asked you for your driver's license.
It's a secondary.
You told me no. So I'm asking you again for your driver's license.
It is a secondary offense. What's their primary charge?
I want to identify you.
You can't just go ID anybody you want to go ID. You can't go ID anybody you want to identify.
Because I'm talking to you, she's every time responding. Can you please?
Because we're watching you about to mess up. We're watching you about to mess up.
So I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So since we're learning,
okay.
Question: if we are driving around patrolling,
correct,
which is our job, right? Our job is to patrol, any type of watch criminal activity, try to
listen to this, people.
So if I'm patrolling, and let's say I see a car blacked out, pull out from behind Walgreens, and they continue down the roadway without their lights on, right? Right?
Okay.
Right.
Without their lights on, okay.
Okay. They continue down the road without the lights on. Was it suspicious they pulled behind Walgreens and left out after hours? They're already closed. Nobody's inside the store. Would that have been suspicious that they were behind here? Could they have, A, been involved in something? Do I have right to stop them for their suspicion?
Do you have, if you have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed?
So my reasonable, articulable suspicion is you seem to have been avoiding me. So I don't know whether I said it. You seem to have been avoiding me.
You're messing up, man.
You seem to have been avoiding me.
You're messing up.
When I passed you up, that's when you pulled out to try to get behind me. That seems suspicious. What are you trying to avoid? So I made a traffic stop with you to figure that out.
Okay.
So now I want you to figure out.
But see, okay.
So now I have two reasons.
Here goes the Fifth Amendment. I don't have to answer your questions.
We're talking.
But I don't have to. But what I'm saying is I could stop at any time.
Okay. So
that is my Fifth Amendment right.
So now, actually, for your driver's license, why make it hard for me to do my job?
Because I am a First Amendment auditor and a cop watcher. We don't give up. We stand on our rights is what we do. My Fourth Amendment says I do not have to give up my ID unless I'm about to commit a crime, have committed a crime, or you suspect me of doing a crime. Without those three elements, look it up under state Louisiana Penal Code.
Wait over there.
Wait over here? Okay.
I'll be right back with you.
Don't mess up. Don't mess up.
The scenario that he just gave is not the scenario in which he pulled you over.
Right. I'm allowed to pull into any parking lot and pull out of that parking lot and drive up the street if I want. Suspicion of what crime?
All it is suspicion.
And all it is suspicion, but he can't tell me what crime. What crime? You have to ID in the state of Louisiana if you're committing a crime. What crime do you suspect me of committing? I will sue y'all. I've done plenty of 1983 lawsuits. That's why I have my hands out. If you want to arrest me because you will mess up. I do know what I'm talking about. And then you'll lose your qualified immunity on top of that. I hope he tells you the right thing right now. Suspicion of what crime? In order to ID. Pulling in a parking lot is not against the law. Oh yeah, he's fixing to screw up bad. That's why I'm hoping his sergeant will tell him the right thing. Because I will go to jail. I don't mind. I'll take that lawsuit all day long. I'll take it. I will take that lawsuit. I will pay to get my truck out through y'all's salary, y'all's pension. Y'all got a boat at home? Because I'll take your boat that you have at home. Yep, Walker's about to open up their police department on major phone calls, on major lawsuits. Y'all have no idea who y'all just stopped. Y'all have no idea who you just stopped. But your investigation time is over.
He's the guy that was at the gas station the other night. That boy.
Oh, he was?
Yep.
Oh, he is?
Yep, he is. I remember the number.
So let's see how smart your sergeant is. Is he going to look up the law? I hope he looks up the law.
All right. You can get back in your truck.
Oh, thank you very much. No, thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't want you to keep standing out here.
Oh, no, I don't mind standing up. He wanted me to get out, so now I'm out.
All right, so right now I'm about to get in here and look up some things.
Okay.
To see if I have grounds for a second.
Okay. Can I tell you which one to look up?
I can tell you no, because I'm going to look up something for my own report.
Okay. But you only have 15 minutes on a traffic stop.
On a regular one. Again, I'm conducting an investigation.
Of what crime? Of what crime?
You're illegally extending.
You're illegally extending the
stop.
stop.
Look up something real quick, and if it goes to how I need it to go, at this time, we're going to hold on to that. But if it goes how I'm thinking it might go, you might can go. But if I want to look into it further, then yeah, you're probably.
But can I tell you this one thing, just between you and me? Okay, no, I'm gonna. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
If it goes how I'm hoping it does go, but
okay.
If I look into it further, then yes, sir, I probably will have to arrest you. Okay.
For what?
Really?
For what crime?
Failure to identify, and I would have to book you in.
Failure to identify is a secondary charge. You got to have a primary charge.
I would have to book you in as a John Doe.
Primary charge. Primary charge.
I'm just giving you the state. I'm just giving you the whole state.
What's the primary charge?
What's the primary charge, officer?
What crime did I commit?
I want you to wait until your vehicle. Okay.
Failure to ID is a secondary offense.
Okay. To wait until your vehicle.
Okay. You can order us to enter either vehicle.
No, if you want to stand here, that's fine.
No, but no. Let me give you the case. Pennsylvania versus Mims says that you're allowed to get us in or out of the vehicle. You're allowed to get us in or out of the vehicle for officer safety. That's Pennsylvania versus Mims.
Other thing also say
that's only if you think that if your life is in danger, I might have a weapon.
Or if I just don't feel comfortable and I don't know who's somebody around me.
No,
if my personal privilege, I ask somebody to back up from me, just like you asked the officer to back up, right?
But that's getting in personal space, though.
But what I'm asking you is just, hey, so somebody back up on me? If I got 5 people out here talking to me, what would I rather do as an officer? I would rather talk to one.
Out here talking to you, though.
Ma'am, it's called an example, man. Don't make something out of it.
But what crime?
So
what's the primary? Could I just ask you what the primary charge is?
I can look up something real quick.
Okay, primary charge.
You wait if you want.
Okay.
You can wait right here. It's up to you. Okay. I'm just not answering you. I can. I'm just not. So just hold tight, okay?
Yeah, it was originally for unilluminated license plate light, but then once he realized that my license plate light was working, then it jumps to I was being suspicious. And he's wanting to ID me for basically driving around on the city street. And I told him I wasn't going to ID because it's a secondary offense, which is my primary charge. And he says, being suspicious. So let's see which way he wants to go with this. They never learn, you're right, PA. They never learn. Like I said, what's up, Karen? What's up, Mike Webb? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, he's just butthurt at this point. And here he comes, y'all.
Sir?
And you are live.
Sorry?
You're live?
I thought you said I was alive.
I said you're live.
I hope I'm alive. All right, so I called my assistant chief. So what he advised me to do, we're just not going to do all this tonight. I can't push
not going to do all this tonight.
Yeah, I can push an issue, but I'm not.
There is no law there, brother. I'm trying to.
Under suspicious activity, yes, I asked him just to clarify. I do have a right to identify, but
Of what crime? Of what crime? What was the original charge?
The original charge. There is no charge. It's suspicious activity. I can identify under suspicious activity.
No, there has to be.
No. Okay. So
is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
So with that being said, you are go ahead and free to go.
I'm free to go.
You're free to go. I'm going to take a picture of the plate. And
they have my plate everywhere here in Louisiana.
I don't know you.
We talked to
You don't have to know me.
But I didn't know who y'all were. You said you were looking for
y'all listening to
right?
this, people?
We talked to you the other night.
The other night you saw me, I think, at the gas station, if I remember correctly. And what did you say?
Asked you where
you asked for somebody. I didn't know who y'all were, and I still don't know who y'all are.
Craven.
I'm saying I still don't know who y'all are. I'm not from down here. I don't know y'all from Adam. Okay? I don't. So
they definitely have that truck listed.
Free to go, yep.
Talking about the department?
Yes.
They might. Okay, but
I know they do.
This is for me. I do things how I'm doing things. Okay.
But failure to ID is a secondary charge. You gotta have a primary charge. And suspicion of a crime is not a primary charge.
Okay. I'll let you hold on to that.
It's fact, bro. It's fact. It's fact.
So y'all want? I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and y'all are good to go. Okay.
You don't have a dash cam?
Yeah, I do. It's on.
So it's not getting my plate right now,
I don't
too?
have access to my dash cam. It's only admin does.
Okay.
So
you can take a picture of my plate. Oh, okay.
With that being said, if you want to still record while she gets in your driver's seat, so I can show you what I saw, just so as we're talking, it is what it is.
No, yeah. Let's talk. Let's talk.
What I saw, just so we can also have a more rapport with each other. Like I said, which is our first time meeting, other than brief speaking of 19 words the other night, right?
You clearly see I know what I'm talking about.
No, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm nothing like that, am I?
I just didn't want. But you're about to make a major mistake.
Do the right thing.
Yeah, you're about to make
not to push issues.
So you're choosing to do the right thing.
So
because
if you want to step back here with me, while you record.
Let me see because those lights are clearly illuminated.
Real quick, let me let them know I'm 10-8.
Okay. Y'all hear this? Now I'm free to go.
And he'll yell out when you stop. I'll let him do that. But I want you to see.
Oh, that's big time.
I want you to see what I saw. I want you to see what I saw when I was down the road from you, right? Or how close was I at that time?
The first time we passed.
When I passed, I was still in the parking lot, right? When I pulled out, you're probably from about here to I think where that sign is right there. So I said, where did you see? I said it appeared, so your lights wouldn't illuminate. I said it appeared to be, right? I didn't say it was. I said they appeared to be, which means I really couldn't tell from a distance.
Okay,
right?
But once you get behind people, you realize that they're on. That should have ended it.
When you pull into that parking lot like that, it looks suspicious. Like, why are you trying to duck me? That's why all it was.
What do you want me to do?
Just pull forward for me, ma'am.
That way we can see these license plates.
Just keep going. Keep going.
Y'all can still see the license plate, like y'all, right? Y'all can still see this license plate. Look, you can see it even in the camera.
You have to drive around the building.
You can still see the license plate.
So we're obviously close. I'm just trying to show you. At the distance that I was, because your lights are dull, at the distance I was, it didn't seem to be illuminated. Okay. And I couldn't confirm anything because you end up pulling over.
Right. But I have. But that's not against the law.
Wait a second. If you're educating me, let me talk to you also.
Okay.
So it didn't seem to be illuminated. So when you pulled over and turned to that parking lot, it's means you were trying to avoid me. So because of the possible not illumination of the lights or anything else might be happening. So there was a suspicious part. I can pull over under suspicion. I can't.
We call this cop-splaining, by the way.
That's fine. And in a traffic stop, most places in traffic stops, we identify the drivers, correct? And we let them know why we stop.
Y'all are used to IDing people, but y'all, in reality, they got to be committing a crime.
And we let them know why we pulled them over and things like that, right? And that's what's going to happen. Just identify what's going on, let you know.
But you're violating people's Fourth Amendment rights by IDing everybody when there's been no crimes being committed.
Under reasonable suspicion, sir.
Of what crime?
Okay, so that whole crime thing, I'm going to let you have. Y'all are good to go.
Because I'm right, man.
I'm not saying you're right. I'm not going to admit you're right because you're really not. But I was instructed. Because somebody apparently does know who y'all are.
Yes, I'm very well known.
And he told me not to get involved in.
That's right. That's right. Because you would have been sued. You would have lost your qualified immunity.
So why just highlighted a good cop.
Because she does the same thing that I do. She does the same thing that I do.
So have I not been calm with y'all this whole time?
Well, you're trying to get my ID. You're trying to violate my rights. You're trying to violate my rights.
Was I calm?
You're calm, but you can calmly violate my rights, but that doesn't mean you're not violating my rights. Huh?
Why am I being cursed? If I'm being calm, being respectful. I ain't disrespectful.
Because your higher ups said leave this dude alone because he knows what he's talking about.
The higher ups told me that I could possibly go ahead and arrest you. Do I want to deal with the headache or not? Choose.
Is that right? Who's the higher up that told you that?
The chief, right? Are you talking to the chief?
I'm telling you who I called. But it was not the chief.
Your body cam's on, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'll get it because I'm gonna get that body cam too.
I said my name earlier. The truck.
I'm gonna get that body cam and I'll find out who you
what's your
talked
name,
to. I'll
badge
get the static and all the recordings and everything like that. But there was no basis for the stop.
Basically, the stop again was
There
reasonable
was no
suspicion.
basis.
But reasonable suspicion of what?
Reasonable suspicion
crime?
is just suspicion.
You can stop people and ask them, but that doesn't mean I have to answer you because I got my Fifth Amendment.
I won't just go to a random person and stop and ask for an ID. I will only
Well,
have a
that's what
reason.
you did tonight.
I didn't, man. I had
Absolutely, you did.
It's okay.
Suspicious.
Of what crime?
Right.
Of
We're
what
all good to
crime?
go. Y'all
Okay.
good to go. Y'all have a great night. Be
You're
careful
good
on
to
the
go
highway.
too, right?
Watch out for the deers.
You're dismissed. You're
Yeah.
dismissed, officer.
All right.
Well,
Tyrant.
Y'all be good.
Officer Tyrant, you're dismissed. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Don't do that again.
y'all
Don't
hear
be
this, people?
Tyrant. Be better.
You hear
Do
this,
better,
people?
Officer. Do better.
You hear this, people? Yeah, I'm gonna definitely put this one up, and I'll let y'all see the. I'm gonna add it to the static recording as well. But yeah, this is Walker PD pulled me over for supposedly not having my license plate light illuminated,
Shame. You're dismissed.
and then all of a sudden I'm being suspicious driving around, and now all of a sudden I'm free to go.
No ID.
No ID.